Hello everyone, welcome to Beware the Terrible. So today we're gonna go through a new deck, another deck called Grand Exile. So a better name would be Grand Colony because it relies on the dead Pokemons inside your discard pile. So that is the colony that allows you to attack. So the attack here that we are using here is Bee Revenge. So Bee Revenge does 10 more damage for each Pokemon in your discard pile. So we're gonna have to discard a lot of Pokemons from our hand, from our bench, or inside our deck, so that we can do those extra 10 damages. It's not a lot, it's just 10 damage for each Pokemon you discarded, but it's still something, you know? I tried to find a card that allows you to do 20 more damage, but the only card that exists is Zoroark, and Zoroark has 3 energy attack costs. For that effect, it does 20x damage for each Pokemon you discarded in your discard pile. So, but the bad thing is there is a restriction. It says there you cannot do more than 200 damage this way. So the maximum you can do for that Pokemon, for that card, is 200 damage. So you can only basically, if you discard more than 10, if you have more than 10 discarded Pokemon in your discard pile, you can't do more than 200 damage. It's not possible. They already stated the restriction there. But for this Vespiqueen, the Bee Revenge allows you to do as many as you like. Only thing is, it's only 10 damage for each Pokemon. So the reason it's called Grand Exile is because So the reason it's called Grand Exile is because we have Giovanni's Exile to discard our bench Pokemon that we evolved quickly. The reason we have Butterfree is because it evolves immediately. It allows us to evolve on our turn to a stage 2. And then immediately we can use our Giovanni's Exile to discard those 30 damage to discard those 3 Pokemons, allowing us to do an extra 30 damage to our Bee Revenge. And then we have Unknown to discard and draw a card, which allows us to speed our hand and add 10 damage to our Bee Revenge. And then the reason we have a Dragon Call is because we have a lot of Cincinnos. We need Cincinnos to discard our hand, discard Pokemon cards from our hand, and we need Cincinno to speed up our hand. We need to draw a lot of cards because we need those evolution cards, we need those trainer cards. And then we need to discard a lot of things, so that's why we need to speed up everything. So, and the reason we have a Dragon Call is because we can call up a Dragon Pokemon which we don't need so that we can discard it with our Make Do ability. because that is not needed. All dragon types are not needed, but we only have 4, as you can see. We only have 4 dragon types here. On a previous version, I had a Bonite with an ancient trait evolution delta that allows you to evolve immediately on your turn. So you don't need to wait a turn to evolve. It's almost the same. It's exactly the same as adaptive evolution. Only it's an ancient trait. It's not an ability, but it's an ancient trait. So I think that's it for this deck. We have a special charge because we only have 4 double colorless, and we have Marnies, and we have all the regular supporters. We have a lot of balls and some Pokecoms. I probably should use more Jirachi here, because Jirachi EX allows it to be summoned by using a level ball. Meaning, if you have a level ball in your deck, it's better to have a Jirachi. But I think the reason I don't want a Jirachi is because it gets killed too easily. With the new Gengar and the new cards that does damage to Pokemon EX/GXs, especially when it's on your bench. You know, even on your bench, they can still sneak through and attack with their abilities or with their attacks or whatever. They can still sneak through and attack your bench. So that is why I have a Tapu Lily, because it's 170. A Jirachi is only 90 HP, and that gets killed easily. Also, we need to put out a lot of Pokemon forward to sacrifice them, so that we get to wait our turn, wait for our Vespiqueen to do enough damage to kill that tag team, or to kill that VMAX or whatever. You know, to be able to kill a tag team, we need to do 280 damage, which means we need to discard 26 Pokemon cards to do that extra 260 damage. So that is a lot of cards that we need to discard. So that is why we need to wait a long while. I would usually for a normal game, I would have enough cards in my discard pile to do the knockout damage by the 3rd prize card. By the time they take their 3rd prize card, I will have to attack. Otherwise, I can't win anymore, because they are too fast. They can't take their prize card too fast. Otherwise, I can't win. So I need to be very quick with this deck, because this deck is very temperamental. It is very conditional. You need a lot of Pokemon in your discard pile. And there's a lot of Pokemon, as you can see, 38 Pokemons in this deck. Only 4 energy, only 18 trainer cards. And so that's why I have a Tapu Lily, probably, because I have a Pokecom anyways to get that Tapu Lily if I want to. And I have 3 Bridget, I call it Bridget, whatever you want to call it. I have 3 Bridgets because I need those Minchinos out as quick as possible, so that I can make do as fast as I can and discard and speed up my hand, and you get a point. So I have 1 Skyla to get those item cards that I need, and I have 2 VS Seekers, and I have 3 Exiles. No Gladion. Only 3 Combis and 3 Vespiqueens. So the reason it's that way is because it's not really that optimized yet, but I think it's as optimized as can be, because I'm not really that good at making it completely optimized, because I'm not really that experienced yet. But this is the best that I can do for now. So let's just go right into it and demonstrate. Sorry if I spoke too long about that. So the other variation is Grand Colony. So it's better. It's a better name for it, because it relies on the colony of dead Pokemons to allow the Bee Revenge to do extra super damage. And then for this one, we have different trainer cards, which I will go into later. I will also demonstrate I will show the deck list, and I will also demonstrate the games. I'll play 2 games for each deck, so that you get to see how it works. Grand Exile is better, the one that I'm demonstrating now, the deck list that you just saw. This I feel is better, because it's more practical. It doesn't have a Belilba. If you know what a Belilba is, it discards 3 cards from your deck, as well as your opponent's. And also it allows you to discard all of your bench Pokemon until you have 3 left, as long as you discard 3 cards from your hand. So that is super discard. That's discard 3 from your deck, assuming those are Pokemon. That is why I don't like that deck, because if you have that card, that could be the Pokemon, sorry, the cards that you discarded from your deck could be trainer cards. You know, those could be the cards that you need. You know, but if those are Pokemon cards, then it's a bonus. You get to discard 3 Pokemon from your deck. You get to discard 3 Pokemon from your hand, assuming you have 3 Pokemon in your hand. That is why it's risky like that. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you have a lot of supporters and a lot of items that you already need and you can't discard, and that Belelba just shows up like that. So it's really risky. But if you can discard, you discard 1, 2, 3 from your deck, 1, 2, 3 from your hand, and so many from your bench, because that has a sky field as well. So it's a major discard. With just one card, you discard so many Pokemons. That's why I like. That's why I made that deck. But it's not really that good because it's risky. It's very, very risky. Way too risky. So the good thing about this deck is I get to draw another one with a unknown. You know, usually with a supporter you can't draw. You know, with a supporter that puts, you know, that like a fan club or a Brigitte, you can't draw anymore. But because of unknown, I get to draw. So I think that's all. I'm just gonna make... No, let's just leave that. We might have another Cincinno. Sorry, we might not draw another Cincinno the next turn. That is why I kept the Pokecom. He's probably gonna kill our Metapod. Oh no, I've never seen this Weavile. Is it Sword and Shield? I think it's Cosmic Eclipse. Oh, we just drew 3 Cincinnos. Can't believe we drew a Cincinno. Okay, we're gonna use Make Do within the second turn. That's really lucky. But even if we don't have Bridget in the first turn, the way this deck is designed, it's supposed to... I'm just gonna do that. It's supposed to have a Bridget within the first few turns, because I'm just gonna discard this one. Because, you know, you have 3 Tapu Lilys in this deck, 2 Pokemon Communication, and 3 Bridgets, which means that is a total of 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards out of 60 to draw within the first or second turn, so that you get... I'm just gonna put this one. So that you get your Bridget within the first or second turn. Usually I will get it within the first or second turn. Otherwise, I will be very unlucky and, you know, I usually wouldn't win the game if I don't have a Bridget real quick. Alright, I'm just gonna end it there. He's giving the O face. A lot of people assume that I have a good deck because I draw a real quick hand. But really this is quite an average deck, because Bee's Revenge sometimes does not that many damage. It's really annoying. It can be a bit annoying because you go through all of those trouble just to add those few damages, because it's 10 by 10. It's really, really small. We already have so many supporters, so let's just discard our Tapu Lily. Too many supporters. Let's discard another supporter. It's making an O face because we're discarding so many. He probably get a sense of what we are up to now because he saw the combi. The only Vespiqueen that is good to use is this one. I feel, you know, that's the only worthwhile Vespiqueen to have. The other Vespiqueens are not really that useful, except for the Commanding Queen or something, the one that allows you to attack for 1 energy cost. I'm just gonna Skylight because I can. For 120 damage, as long as you have 4 or more bench Pokemon in play. What am I gonna take? Let's just take a ball. Yeah, let's just... I probably shouldn't have put 2 combis. Like, why did I do that? Let's just take the ball. I should have put another, like a gibble or something, you know? I have a level ball anyways. I should have put a gibble or something. There we go. He already has discharged. How many is it? 220. It's not resistant to leave. This is the bad thing about this deck. We have to be like counting all the damage one by one, because every single damage counter counts. Every little bit counts. That's how pathetic this deck can get. He's making the O phase again. Let's try. We need a Giovanni's Exile if we are gonna get that Caterpie thing. I probably shouldn't have discarded that. He's only 90, by the way. Yeah, he's only 90. Let's just doesn't really matter what we do this turn, unless we have an Exile now. That's good. Oh, I should have used Unknown first. Adaptive Evolution, Triple Evolution, Double actually. Alright, let's just charge it. Should we charge it this turn? Should we charge it next turn? I'm just gonna call another Vespiqueen. Wait. No. We have another Cincinno, I think. So let's just discard another Gibble. Yeah, there's no point having a Gibble anymore. Discard another Gibble. Hopefully we get a Vespiqueen. No Vespiqueen. Let's just attach that next turn. If we get a Caterpie and Butterfree, I think we already have a Butterfree in our discard pile. Oh no. It could be in our prize card though. So if we get another Caterpie and a Butterfree, then we could, and if he kills this one, he's probably gonna kill it anyways. If he kills our Vespiqueen, then the next turn we can put forth our Vespiqueen and take out and evolve our Butterfree, and then exile both Butterfrees to add that 60. Well, now is 100 and I can't remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So now it's 160. 160 plus 6, there's 220. Yep, that's exactly 220 if we have those two that I just mentioned. Oh, 230 now. 17, 18, perfect. Oh yay, we just need a bloody. Oh, it doesn't matter now. Doesn't matter now. I can make do anyways. 20, 21, 22. Oh, there you go, Vespiqueen. Let's not do too many make do's because we need to, we need to make sure that we have enough cards in our deck, otherwise we're gonna mill ourselves to death. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's not enough. 21, 22, 23. Yep, that's enough. So let's just discard 2. Yeah, he might have something to reduce the damage or something. We don't need 3 Cincinnos. Pretty sure we don't need 3. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's see if we need to use that special charge. No. Wait, hold on. Yep, no. So we're gonna use our special charge the next turn if he kills this Vespiqueen. Hopefully we get another Vespiqueen, because we only have 3 in this deck, and it could be in our prize card or it could be in our deck, and we don't have a rescue stretcher. So that is the second Vespiqueen already. So it's really bad. If he kills the Vespiqueen, I have no idea what to do now. Let's check if we have a Vespiqueen in our deck. Hopefully, yes, we do. Thank goodness. And another double colorless. Oh, he just let us win. Ah, he just let us win. Well, we're probably gonna win anyways. I think he has 3 prize cards left. and we have two Vespiqueens left to do two knockouts. To knock out two EXs or to knock out a V and an EX. We only have 3 prize cards as well, so it's you know, we're probably gonna win anyways. So here's the second game. We have 2 Cincinnos and a Bridget. Oh my goodness, this is like the best hand ever. I think the previous hand is the same. I think we have 1 Cincinno and a Bridget or something. A lot of level balls. That's why we have a lot of level balls in this deck. No Jirachi. I kept thinking about Jirachi because Jirachi and level ball is a good mix. He might Marnie us the next turn though. So let's just level ball for a Cincinno maybe? Level ball for a Minccino maybe? Yes, no, maybe? Let's just do it. So that we can bridge it for more unknowns and draw more cards the next turn. We have a, what's that called? We have a Tapu Lily anyways to call forth a Marnie or a Cynthia or something to draw more cards. But we don't really need it anymore since we have 2 Migdoos. Unless they Marnie us. Thank goodness they don't have Marnie in the first turn. Okay, we're gonna bridge it now. 1, 2, 3. So thank goodness I used the level ball just now, because if I didn't, I couldn't evolve 2 Cincinnos this turn. So now I can do Migdoo twice because I had a Minccino on bench already. What am I gonna do? Let's just Migdoo this one. Throw as many Pokemons as we can. Keep throwing, keep throwing. We already have a Cynthia, so we don't need our Tapu Lily anymore. Yep, we even have a VS Seeker, so really no point, Tapu Lily. I'm just gonna put this, just in case we can attack real quick. Probably not a good idea, but I'm just gonna do it. Because his Pokemon doesn't have really high HP anyways. Not yet, because he's probably gonna have a Alolan an Alolan Persian GX, which is about 210, I think. A stage 1 GX is about 200 plus HP. Less than 240, I think. Less than 250, definitely, but less than 240, I think. Okay, let's discard. Let's get another Chinchilla. Probably should discard something. Probably should get a Gibble or something and discard that because, you know, we're probably gonna get the Cincinno with Migdoo anyways. Oh, we can evolve. Should we evolve? I'm gonna keep that for Vespiqueen. So let's just discard. Oh dear. Now we can use Dragon Call or a Gabite or a Garchomp. Oh, we only have a Garchomp, no Gabites. Both Gabites are in our prize card. Both Gabites are in our prize card. So now we can use an Exile actually. But there's just no point. I probably shouldn't have attached that energy because he's probably gonna have a, what's the word, enhanced hammer or something. You'd think they wouldn't have it, but all of a sudden, like out of nowhere, they just suddenly have it at hand. It's just annoying. Okay, I'm pretty sure I can do 70. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can do 90 damage with my Vespiqueen. Better put another one so it doesn't, you know, so I can attack again without wasting a turn. So Dragon Call, as you can see, is useless now because Gibble is a ground type. I probably should get a Gibble Dragon type. That was stupid. It's pretty stupid of me. Yeah, I definitely should change my Gibble into a Dragon type Gibble. We have to keep checking the number of our deck because we don't want to mill ourselves, as I keep saying, but it's very important because if we do mill ourselves, then it's we or if we even draw too many cards until we can't attack fast enough to get those prize cards, then we lose. We can't draw too many. If we have 4 left, it's not possible to get 6 prize cards within 4 turns unless you have a Marnie. I think that's the reason I have a Marnie in this deck. Well played, that's it for him. He has no more bench, and we get to discard more and more and more. We can already discard an extra one with an unknown. If we have a Metapod, we can discard 6. Let's hope we have a Metapod. Come on, Metapod! Damn it! Thank you. Yes, we have a Metapod. I knew it was gonna show up. But now we can actually add 7 because we have another unknown. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm just gonna leave that Mig 2 because it's... oh, we can add another one. Oh my goodness, that's just so many. Way too many. So let's see how many that is. 240. You see, all of those... I went through all of that work, so many discards, for only 240. Not enough to kill a GX. Sorry, not enough to kill a tag team. You need 270 to kill a tag team. Unless it's a weak tag team, you know? Gengar Mimikyu is 240. Igglybuff, the pre-evolution trio is 240, but the other tag teams are usually 270 or 280, you know? So it's not even enough to kill a tag team. But as you can see, it's pretty useful, it's pretty successful. So now let's go into our Grand Colony. I'll show you the deck list right now. Okay, so Grand Colony features our Sky Field, which means we get to play 8 Pokemons on our bench. And why do we need those 8? So that we can discard 5 after we put our Parallel City, after we replace that Sky Field with a Parallel City. So a Parallel City, if you reverse it, on this side you can see choose which way this card faces before you play it. So if you face it the other way, if you look at the top corner, the top part of this card, you can see that this player can't have more than 3 benched Pokemon on their bench. So this means that you discard all 5. If you have 8 benched Pokemon, you discard all 5 of your bench Pokemons, leaving only 3. But if you have 7, you discard 4. So basically, you get to discard a lot of Pokemon cards. But you have to wait a turn though, because this is a stadium card. You can't play 2 stadium cards within a turn. You can only play 1 stadium card at a time. And we don't have a resetting the hole, we don't have a Marshadow, which means we can't discard our stadium card. We could do that. We could have a Skyfield and a Marshadow instead of a Parallel City, a Marshadow or a Field Blower. We could do that so that we can discard, we can add 3 bench Pokemon, evolve them immediately with our Banite. As I said just now, I have a Banite with a Delta evolution, which allows you to evolve immediately after you play it. Just is exactly the same as adaptive evolution. It's only an ancient trait. Is a different form of is a different form of feature, but it's the same ability, is the same effect. So you get to evolve it on the same turn. That's how it works. So if you have a Sky Field and then you use a Field Blower, sorry, if you have a Sky Field you use it, and then you add your bench Pokemon, you evolve it immediately with Banit, with Metapod, with Butterfree, and then you discard that Sky Field with a Field Blower or with a Marshadow. You effectively could discard 6 at least. You could discard 6 Pokemon already at least. If you have a Butterfree, you could discard like 3 Butterfrees, which is not really likely because we only have 3 Butterfrees. But if you have 2 Butterfrees, you could already discard, how many is that? 8 Pokemon, add 80 damage to our Bee Revenge. So we didn't do that. The reason is because I want to use this Parallel City, because Parallel City doesn't really have a lot of people using it, and it's a Diamond and Pearl card. I love Diamond and Pearl, by the way. If you don't already know, I love Diamond and Pearl, and this is a Diamond and Pearl card. I think it's probably black and white, but I think it was featured. It features around the what's the word? The Sinnoh region. The Sinnoh is the Diamond and Pearl region. You know, Parallel City is basically Giratina. I think Giratina is has the ability to go through the reverse world and the rail world. So this is basically the Parallel City, featuring the Sinnoh region, which is the Diamond and Pearl region. But this is still a black and white. This is still a black and white expansion card. Anyways, too much about the history there. But this card allows you to discard 5 of your bench Pokemon. Whereas if you have a Field Blower, you can only discard 3 of your bench Pokemon. But you can do it on the same turn though. That is the good thing about having a Marshadow or a Field Blower. The bad thing about having this, although you get to discard 5, you need to wait a turn. You need to wait for your next turn to put forth another Stadium card, to replace this Stadium card with this one, with that one. So we have another card to allow us to discard bench Pokemon until we have 3 remaining. As I mentioned just now, as we played the first game, we have a Bellelba and a Bryson supporter card, which allows us to discard 3 cards from our deck, 3 cards from our hand, and all bench Pokemon until we have 3 remaining. But that is very risky because we discard 3 cards from our deck, and we have no idea what we discarded. We could have discarded a Vespiqueen, which we don't have enough of. We don't have a Rescue Stretcher, as I said, and some of it could be in our prize card even, and those are very valuable, which means if we discard a Vespiqueen, it's not possible to retrieve it. It's not possible to get it from the prize card because we don't have a Gladian. So it's very, very risky that way. That's why I only have 1 Bellelba. I only have 1 of this tag team supporter because it's damn risky. And our hand normally we wouldn't have too many cards in our hand because we do have Make Do though. That means we could have a lot of cards, but normally we would have discarded those cards or evolved it anyways, which means we normally wouldn't have a lot of cards in our hand. So really it's quite impossible to discard 3 cards from your hand. You know, 3 cards that you don't need, or 3 Pokemon cards. It's very, very difficult. That is why I only have 1 of this. But the reason I have this instead of the Parallel City, I have 3 Parallel Cities. But the reason I have 1 of this instead of 4 Parallel Cities is because this one allows you to do it on the same turn you play that Sky Field. Which means on the same turn, you could play a Sky Field, you could put forth 8 bench Pokemons, and then you could evolve all of those 8 bench Pokemons, and then on that same turn, you get to use this supporter card to reduce your bench to 3 benched Pokemon, which means you get to discard 3 Pokemons from your hand, 3 Pokemons from your deck, if they are Pokemons, hopefully they are, and then you get to discard 5 benched Pokemons, 5 evolution benched Pokemons. That is a lot within the same turn. And if you have a Vespiqueen already as your active Pokemon, you can already add damage immediately to attack and, you know, boost your Bee's Revenge on the same turn. That is a huge advantage. That is why I have 1 Bellelba. Even though it's really bad, it could be really, really good. So it's really, really risky. It's a gamble. This card is a gamble for this deck. It's not always a gamble. It's only a gamble for this deck. So we only have 3 unknowns because we need an extra card for other things, I think. And we only have 3 Banits as well instead of 4. I think in my collection I only have 3 as well. But also we need those Parallel Cities. We need those other cards. And the reason, I think I remember now, the reason I have 3 parallel cities is because I could very possibly discard it with my Belelba. That is why I have 3 of it, you know? Because if I discard one of it, it's fine. And one of it could be in my prize card, you know? So that's why I have four cards to allow me to discard bench until I have 3 bench. That is very important. Whereas with the previous deck, we have 5 cards that allows us to discard bench Pokemons. We have 3 Exiles and 2 VS Seekers. However, if all 3 of our Exiles is in our prize card, that means we can't do anything anymore. We can't discard our benched Pokemon anymore. That's the bad thing about that deck. Whereas this one, all 4 is available. You know, you can have 3 of any in your prize card. As long as you have 1, you get to discard something, you know? So that's all I think. We have 3 Tapu Lilies and 3 Bridgettes because we need to get the make do out as quick as possible, as I repeat myself way too many times as usual. And we have 1 Cynthia, 1 Marnie, and 1 Professor's Research. So Professor's Research allows us to discard more Pokemon from our hand, but again, it could be risky because we could have a colorless in our hand already, and we don't have a special charge in this deck. So this is a really risky deck. I should probably put a special charge in it because special charge could really make a huge difference. It's a very crucial card to have as long as you have special energy only. If your deck only have special energy, you need that special charge. Because they could possibly, I think I got killed once by an opponent who has a team Skull Grunt. So a team Skull Grunt allows them to discard 2 energy from your opponent's hand. So I had 2 double colorless in my hand, and I only have 2 left in my deck. And 1 of them could be in my prize card, or 2 of them. You know, 2 of them could be in my prize card. So if they discarded those 2, then I can't attack at all. I basically can't attack at all. So basically, a special charge is really, you know, it's basically, you need it. In this deck, basically you need it. I think I'm gonna change 1 parallel city for a special charge right now, because I really need that special charge. I think since I have 3 Tapu Lilies, maybe I'm gonna... So I just switched a parallel city for a special charge. As you can see, we had 3 before, but now we only have 2. I switched it for a special charge. So now let's go through a demonstration of the game with our Grand Colony deck. Grand Exile was good. It has 2 wins out of 2. Too small of a sample size, but a sample space. But you know, I think sorry, I was pouring some water just now. I think you saw, you know, how effective it is. It could be really effective. It could be really bad as well, because it can be a bit slow, you know. So we are gonna have a Bridget the next turn, but just to be safe, I'm gonna use that one. You know what? I'm not gonna bother. Because we have a Bridget, I'm gonna use that one. Probably should have done that the next turn, but hopefully it doesn't kill our unknown within the first turn. He could use a Ninja Boy and use some crazy psychic first raid attack or something, because he's afraid of psychic. I think unknown is a psychic type, is afraid of ghost type, if I'm not mistaken. Let's get a few more unknowns out. I'm not sure if I'm gonna use an unknown actually. Yeah, let's just use an unknown, because we need cards. We need those cards in our hand. We need those cards in our hand. Yep. Pass the turn. Indeedy. Basically, everyone has an Indeedee. If you don't have an Indeedee in your deck, you are not part of the cult. I'm not sure what cult they are in, but everybody has an Indeedee. Like, goodness. Everyone. All it does is heal 20 damage from your active Pokemon, which is not really that good. It's only 20. And usually with these new releases, new decks being made, new decks being built, we usually find a lot of one-hit KO one-hit knockout decks, which you can't really do anything about because healing doesn't do anything if you do a one-hit KO. And the attack Psychic, it adds a lot of damage, 60 more damage, but it's only if your opponent's active Pokemon has energy. If your opponent's active Pokemon doesn't have any energy, then it only attacks 10 damage for 3 energy cards, for 3 energy cost. Ridiculous. Indeedee is a joke. Indeedee is a joke, guys. And everybody is using it. You see, he just attacked 10. He attacked 10 damage twice, I think. Psychic attacks 10 twice on my unknown for 3 energy cost. Crazy. What a waste of cards in your deck, Just a waste of turns, a waste of everything. And he's supporting it with a giant cape as well. Should have a big charm. A big charm adds 30 HP to your Pokemon, and it's a more new card. I think it's Sword and Shield. I don't think it's Rebel Clash. No, it's not Rebel Clash. Let's discard our Choupette because I like Butterfree more because it's 3. Now let's discard Butterfree because if we have a Metapod, that's fine, but we don't have a Metapod. Let's discard the older version. There we go, a Metapod. Do we have enough unknown? No more. One more unknown, which could possibly be in our prize card. He's charging his tag team. Okay, good. Now that we have, I didn't even check. I should have checked. Now that he has a lot of tag teams and Vs, we can use our multi-discard to do severe damage to his Pokemon. I'm gonna put that forth because we need our Cincinnos. I'm gonna put this already because we don't need that, I think. If we have a Sky Field, that would be good. Let's kill the Bridget. Let's hunt for our Sky Field. We should have a Sky Field. Let's just throw our Pokecom. We don't need a Pokecom. Oh my goodness. If we have a Marnie, that would be good. I'm not gonna Cynthia because that's gonna shuffle my deck. Let's just throw the Butterfree. Our last Butterfree, I think. Okay, that's it. No Skyfield. That was annoying. So can we do 200 damage to kill that Indeedee within the next turn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10. Minus 2. 11, 12, 13. We need 7 more discards. Nope. Minus 3 because we get plus 3 because we get 3 Migdoos. So 160. We need 40 more damage, 4 more discards. If we have a Metapod, then we need 3 more discards. This is impossible. We need that Skyfield. We need a Skyfield and a Belba to be able to attack the next turn. To be able to kill the next turn. Oh my goodness, he's already collecting his second price card, which is not good. He's got 2 tag teams. Bad thing about this deck, we don't have a... Oh, good. He only attacks 10. He's not even gonna switch? That's ridiculous. He should have switched. Alright, we are not gonna give off our Vespiqueen, are we? Let's just do it. Doesn't really matter. Alright, we have a Skyfield now, which is really good. I'm just gonna throw that Cynthia. No, I'm gonna throw this one because we have a special charge. Just one would be enough. And then a Tapu Lily. I might stop there because it's already 13. Ooh, this is scary. I need a Metapod. Oh, I have a Metapod. I can get a Metapod. Oh, I have an unknown as well. And a Benit. If I have a Benit, that would be even better. Am I gonna use that Cynthia? No. Okay, meaning the next turn we can already discard until we have 3 left. We are gonna retain 2 Cincinnos and a Vespiqueen. No, Vespiqueen is probably gonna be shifted out. So we're gonna retain 2 Cincinnos and... Oh damn it, we should have put a combi just now. Ah, that was stupid. We should have replaced that Shupat with a combi so that we can, you know... Ah, that was stupid. Oh, actually, we could do that later. Oh, my bad. We can still put a combi the next turn. Oh dear, he's using Chaotic Order. Oh my god. That is really bad. He just collected 2. Oh my goodness. Okay. Are we able to kill this? 280. Is it resistant to leaf type? Bug type? Nope, no resistance. Tag team doesn't have resistance, I think. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 10, 11 because it does 20 on its own. And if I discard 10, 11, 11. Discard 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I lost count. 8, 9. If I minus 9, 9 plus 11, 20. That's not enough. 23. Oh my goodness. He just used Chaotic Order on us. That's annoying. Oh my god. We need a Benit and a Parallel City. So we already discarded 2. Should we special charge? No point special charging now. Probably should have special charge actually. Okay, we can already do that. And let's see if we can discard as many as we can. Okay, we have a Benit as well. That's really good. Okay, we're gonna discard that unknown. We're gonna evolve that Benit. Hopefully we get a Parallel City. Then we might be able to kill that tag team. Oh my goodness. You want me to kill my combi? Ah, this is painful. Oh my goodness. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If we have a Parallel City, we definitely need a Parallel City. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23 plus 5. 23 plus 5. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Just like wait a second. Sorry guys. I'm gonna discard the Skyfield. Please give me a Parallel City. Oh my god. Okay, we can't kill it now. She's gonna kill our Vespiqueen, and we don't have another. We need another turn, which means he's gonna take 2 prize cards before we can kill this stupid thing. Ah, this is so bad. Healing, healing, healing. Oh my goodness. Oh, he gets to heal again with his violent appetite. That's why he has that Indeedee. He gets to heal 140 damage. Oh my god, my poor Vespiqueen. Let's shift out 180. Oh my god. And there we go. A parallel city. Now you show up. At least it's not on the bottom of our deck. Oh my god, I should have used this one just now. Oh, I couldn't. I had a Cynthia. This is so bad. We had 4 in our discard pile? I did not realize that. Okay, I'm just gonna pause the turn because we have 5 turns left. We're not gonna win this one because he's gonna poltergeist us and we're dead. He could even horror house and we're dead. Or even use psychic. 130 damage with his psychic. Or even an energy burst. An energy burst does 120. Oh my god. We are dead. We are dead fish. So 2 defeats in this with this deck. Double defeat. That's really, really bad. Oh my goodness. We have a Marnie though. We can't even kill this thing. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm just gonna do this one, and this one, and this one, and that one, and do our Marnie to get our colorless. How many is that? I'm not even gonna bother. No, let's just bother. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Oh my gosh. 25. That's not enough. Let's just mill ourselves to death. Because I just want to kill one. I can't even kill one. Oh my god. I can't even kill his one. That's really, really bad. Super heartbreak. A Vespiqueen? Oh, come on. There's just no point. Just pass the turn. We're dead. We get it. You get to heal. He gets to heal 140 damage with a Nurse Joy. Sorry, with a Pokemon Center Lady, with his Violent Appetite, and with his Indeedee. But we were looking for a one-hit knockout anyways, so... Ooh. Okay, we just lost twice with this deck. I'm not satisfied, so I'm just gonna go for another go. So with the first battle with this Grand Colony deck, we were up against a theme deck with some embellishments. You know, a Charizard theme deck with a few embellishments, with some burning energies and an Indeedee. So we got killed because we milled ourselves to death because I was expecting some GXs. I wasn't really preparing myself for those regular cards. So I should have really changed my strategy instead of discarding too many, instead of using too much make do's and discarding too many Pokemons from my hand and my bench, effectively milling my deck, I should have sorry, let me just check this first. I should have changed my strategy and attack him as fast as I can with my Vespiqueen, so that I get to knock as many Pokemon and get that prize card as quickly as possible. Because I just milled myself to death. That's how they won the first game. The second game, as you saw, is a bit disheartening. So I'm just gonna get a... I'm not sure what I'm gonna get. A Cincinno. I just let him wait so long. Ooh, a Suicune. Never seen that before. As long as this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, prevent all effects of your opponent's attack except damage done to each of your Pokemon. Ooh. Existing effects are not removed. That's very specific. So, only damage, no effects. That doesn't affect my Bee Revenge, I hope? Yep. We have 3 Sky Fields. Don't need them. Don't need too many of them. Okay, great. We have a Bridget already. We only ever need 2 Sky Fields, or even 1 is enough, really. Because if we have a Parallel City and a Belelba, then we could do double discards. We could do 2 discards, and what am I gonna do here? We can do 5 discards twice. So let's discard our butterfree and another butterfree. Wait, let's get another 110. 3 water energies, that's a lot. What am I gonna take with this? Let's just take another Cincinno. We have a Vespiqueen. We could already attack. It's only 120, so again, I did not check. Pardon my my craziness, my stupidity. I'm always looking to do the most damage. I'm not even checking, you know, if the damage is enough to kill them. I'm just looking for the most damage. So should we discard our deck for those extra? I'm not sure if we should. I'm really torn here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is not enough. 7, 8, 9 is not enough. 10. We need 2 more. You know what? Let's just discard. We have Vespiqueen and double colorless anyways. Oh, that's great. We just discarded 3 Pokemons. That's amazing. Okay, let's just leave that Shupat because we might have a Pokemon next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 with Make Do, 12, 13. We can do 13 damage already. So this is a very scarce deck. Oh, it's afraid of Leaf. We don't really need that many. Oh my goodness, it's weak to Leaf type. That's weak to Lightning. Okay, let's try and get another... Well, let's bridge it. For some of those. Definitely need a combi. Let's get that one. Yeah, let's do that. We might get a Beneath. No, hopefully we don't get a Beneath. Right. I don't know what to do. Let's just discard that flippin' Shupat. Why is it making my life so difficult? So already we can use the Skyfield actually. Cholet. Let's switch this one for a Bonite. We can't switch the Vespiqueen because we might need it later. Let's switch it for another Megdu. No, a Bonite. A Bonite. Yeah, let's just do that, whatever. Oh wait, we need to discard the next turn though. Whatever. Doesn't matter. 140 damage, which means we discarded 12? Yep, 12 Pokemons in our discard pile. So he's probably gonna have a Frostmoth or a Welder or whatever. Oh, he's not. Welder doesn't do much though. A Welder allows him to attack, but only 80 damage with his Sacred Sword. Secret Sword. Oh, I thought it's Sacred. Sacred sounds better though. Sacred. I might take a Marnie. Nope, I'm not gonna take a Marnie. I need that Parallel City, hopefully this turn, so that I can do that final kill. Let's take our... no. Let's keep killing our Pokemons. Yes, we can switch for a... oh, we don't really need that. Let's find an unknown. If we have an unknown... nope, we don't have an unknown. Let's just get a Metapod. Or a Migdu? Do we get a Migdu? Should we get a Migdu? Yeah, let's get a Migdu. Hopefully we get a Metapod or something. Oh wait, we can't evolve this turn. Ah, damn it, I just wasted that. Okay, I am gonna do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because we already have another Cincinno here. Hopefully we get to kill them now. 210 isn't much. Yes, 220. Yes! Finally, a win! This deck is so hard. Like, this deck is so hard. You have no idea. Oh, finally. Okay. Thank goodness that Belulba gave us 3 discards. 3 Pokemon discards, but it doesn't matter anyways because they are weak against Leaf type. That Suicune was weak against Leaf type. So really only 4. We only need 4 Pokemons in our discard pile to do 120 damage. With Bee Revenge. So there you have it. This deck is really annoying because it adds 10 at a time. You need basically 26. You need exactly 26 Pokemon cards in your discard pile to kill a tag team. Or you need 30. You need 30 Pokemon in your discard pile to kill a VMAX, which is basically not really possible because you already need like a few Cincinnos in your bench, and that's already like 6, plus the Vespiqueen and a few Vespiqueen on your hand, a few Combis and Vespiqueen already. You know, you can't discard any of these basically unless it's knocked out. So 6 cards, these Combi and Vespiqueens, 6 cards is already what do you call that, reserved, and 8 cards is also reserved until the very end. Then you can discard these, and sometimes you can't even discard them because you can only discard until you have a remaining of 3 benched Pokemons, which means you can't discard, sometimes you can't discard those remaining 3. So it's really tricky. Sometimes you need to discard your Cincinno and leave your Tapu Lele or leave anything that is a basic Pokemon so that you get as many Pokemon in your discard pile as possible. We need those evolutions inside the discard pile to kill a VMAX with 1-hit knockout. So that's really tricky. But if we are going to kill a regular Pokemon, we need to count them. We need to count it one by one, which is a bit annoying. But there you go. This is a very funny deck. I just really like it because it evolves really quickly, and you need to discard it. You know, you need to discard Pokemon. I like these tricky decks. Like the previous one, the Puffy Eggroll Supreme. That deck, you need to attach 16 energies to your Cleffa, Togepi, and Igglybuff Tag Team GX to be able to use that GX attack for its extra effect. So that was the special, that was the, you know, funny bit. How do you attach 16 energies to a Pokemon? So that is the tricky bit. That's what I want to solve. It's a tricky puzzle. So this puzzle is the Bee Revenge. How do you get as many Pokemon in your discard pile as possible to do that 300 damage to kill a tag team / VMAX? How do you do that? Or if you want, you can kill regular Pokemons with just a few discards. But you need to be smart. You need to calculate from the very beginning, from the get-go. You need to calculate already the HP of the active Pokemon, the amount of Pokemon in your discard pile, the amount of Pokemon you get to discard each turn. You need to calculate from the get-go. That is why you need to be very alert with this deck. You know, I wasn't alert in my first game. That is why I lost. I immediately collected way too many Pokemon in my discard pile, and in the end, I don't really need that many. But effectively, I milled myself to death. I have not enough cards in my deck, and basically I drew until I have 0 cards in my deck, and that is how they won. So that is very foolish of me because I didn't count from the get-go. I thought they were gonna have I assumed they were gonna have a tag team. Sorry, I assumed that they were gonna have a tag team or a VMAX immediately before I even play the game. So that's not a good thing to do because, you know, it's stupid. So I was stupid, sorry about that, but we learn from our mistakes, so don't beat yourself up. Everything is about experience. As long as you accumulate experience, you're gonna be better and better at the game. So there you go, I've built this deck for you. The deck list is over here. You can check it out yourself, and the Grand Exile deck is basically switching these stadium cards for the Giovanni's Exile, and we have a few other swaps as well. The Beneath changed into the Dragon Call. The reason I had that Dragon Call is because I thought it was better. It's basically the same if I have a Beneath because, you know, it doesn't really matter. But Dragon Call allows you to call out a evolution Pokemon to discard with your Make Do ability, so that you don't get to waste too many basic Pokemon that you can already put on your bench and evolve. So that is why I have that Dragon's Call. Yeah, that's it, I think. So that's all for this deck featuring Vespiqueen. I love the art, by the way it's like ready to attack, you know, with its colony of dead zombie Pokemons, dead flies. So that's why it's called Grand Colony, because we are using our dead fishes to kill them. We are using our zombies to kill them. Our colony of flies. And I have another deck called Zombie Apocalypse, I think. Yep, there we go. Featuring Vespiqueen again, but this one was a failure. This one was basically a failure. So it features this Duskull because it allows you to evolve immediately as long as you discard 3 cards from your hand. You get to search a Dusclops from your deck and evolve it, put it on top of it, immediate evolution. But you need an Execute so that you get to discard and retrieve that Pokemon. Where's my Execute? There we go. Retrieve this Execute to discard again with another ability, with another use of the same ability. So you get to evolve immediately. You know, basically you get to evolve immediately. And I have a Beneath as well. So this is a very immediate evolution deck, and we have a lot of stadiums, and we have Apricot Maker, but this is not really that good. I think I tested it only twice. It's not. It gave me a really bad feedback. So this is not a perfected deck yet. So this Zombie Apocalypse was a failure for now. I don't think I'm gonna perfect it because there's just no point. I'm kind of bored with this Vespiqueen now. But you know, it could be fun for you to play around with. You know, you could find any cards that could match the ability of this adaptive evolution or pupate. Pupate allows you to evolve immediately as long as you flip a heads. So you could kind of play around with it, you know, and use stadium cards or whatever to discard as many Pokemon as you can before using your Bee Revenge and do the ultimate kill. So that's all for this video. Like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this. And oh, I had a trait completed. So I think the next video we're gonna show a tournament because I haven't showed a tournament. So if you want to join us for our next episode, I think it will be released about 2 or 3 days after this. So we will be going to the tournament, the event section, and play the tournament because I have enough cards now. I have 13. I think I just got another trait. Oh, it's the same one. I have 13 tickets, which means I can either go for the expanded or the theme. I'm probably going to go for the theme. Sorry, I'm probably going to go for the theme deck because the theme is easier to win. As I said before, is, you know, you only have the same, everyone has the same selection of decks. You can't choose, you can't make your own deck. Whereas with the expanded, you're up against everyone else who get to make their own signature deck. And sometimes people steal other people's deck list, steal all of those. They not steal, but they land other people's deck list, like the Nuzzle deck or the Ultra Necrozma deck or whatever decks that you Pikachu Zekrom deck, all of those set decks with a very surefire win strategy. And a lot of Jirachis as well, a lot of Jirachi with that trainer draw ability. Not the Stellar Guidance Jirachi. Let me show you that Jirachi because that Jirachi is very famous and a lot of people like using it. I should probably have it by now, but I don't have it. It's this one, Stellar Wish. It allows you to choose any trainer card from your to choose any trainer card from the top 5 cards of your deck, as long as you let this Pokemon go asleep. So they usually attach a what do you call that? A roller skate thing, a skater something. I can't remember the tool card. It's called a skate something. Skateboard. There we go, an escape board. So it allows you to switch. It reduces the retreat cost by 1 star, and it allows you to retreat even if you're asleep or paralyzed. So Jirachi gets to retreat. Lo and behold, Jirachi gets to use Stellar Wish, goes to sleep, and retreat. So that's why people love this Jirachi so much. And basically, if you go to that, if you join this expanded tournament, it's really hard to win unless you're very experienced or you steal someone else's very good decks, or you have the right cards or whatever, or you just so happen to be up against you know, new beginners or something. Then you can win, but it's too risky for me. I like this one because the odds are better. The odds are better for me to win, and I want to win. On days where I don't want to win, on days where I have a lot of tickets to spare, on days where I don't want to build any decks anymore, I would go to the expanded and have fun playing, playing one of my perfected decks. I haven't really have any perfected decks yet. They aren't really that perfected. You know, it's not really surefire win deck. So I'm not gonna go for the expanded. So and I'm not really that bored yet. I want to keep building decks. That is why I want to keep collecting these packs. That is why I need to win the tournament. I need to win the tournament so that I need to collect this pack. Sorry, because I need to collect these packs to trade for the cards that I want, so that I get to build the deck that I want. So that is why I want to play this theme deck. So I'm probably ranting a bit too long now. Basically, if you want to join us, if you want to watch us play our theme tournament on the next episode, join us 2 to 3 days after this, and then you get to see how we play against other decks. Basically, the Dragonite deck is the best, and if you are up against any other decks, if you know how to play your hand, you can win very easily. Unless you're super unlucky. Unless you are unlucky and they are super lucky. You know, it really depends on luck, but this has the really highest chance of winning any deck against any other deck. This has the highest chance of winning. Period. So that's all for this video. Like, share, and subscribe. I probably said that already. And comment below anything you want to comment. If you enjoyed this Vespiqueen deck, or if you have your own Vespiqueen deck to share, or if you think any other Vespiqueen cards is better than this Bee Revenge card, because this Vespiqueen is pretty old. This is a very old Vespiqueen that I'm using. I think it's black and white. I'm matching it with the Sword and Shield Cincinno, so it's not really that old of a deck because I'm matching it with a Sword and Shield card. So, and I haven't used this before, you know. I've seen people using it a lot in the past because you don't really need to do a lot of damage to do a one-hit knockout in the past, because in the past we don't have tag teams, we don't have GXs. That is why I don't like using this card, because it's used way too many times, it's way too common. You know, there are a lot of decks featuring this Vespiqueen way too many times. So right now there isn't any because there's too much cards with high HP. So that's why it's a challenge for me to use this card now, because with the release of the new high HP cards. So I always love a challenge. Keep challenging yourselves. Keep challenging yourselves, guys, because challenges are good to build your own, you know, your own mind and your own skills. So tell me, share your own Vespiqueen deck if you like other Vespiqueens. There are very, like this one. This is quite good. Commanding Queen allows you to do 120 damage if you have 4 or fewer leaf Pokemon on your bench. This attack does nothing though. So that's the tricky bit. How you're gonna get 5 leaf Pokemons onto your bench? You know, all of the tricks and turns. Share it with us, you know, and share it with our community, and then we can kind of challenge each other, you know, post even more challenges on the comments below or whatever you want. You know, keep engaging with our channel. If you really find these combos helpful and interesting, engage with us. You know, we want to hear from you, your ideas, your comments, your feedback. If you think this deck sucks, or if you think it can be better with other cards, tell us. We want to hear from you. So that's all. Have a nice day, and may inner peace be with you, and peace out. Bye-bye.
Oregon.
True.